Have you ever wondered to yourself, how are so many pros always on the lowest delay possible and the maximum frames you can possibly get, and you guys are stuck there on 100 frames, 120 frames with the biggest input lag ever? Well boys, in this video I will be fixing that for you. And if you're thinking, Gingy, how on earth do you know these tweaks? Well boys, I've got these from Booga's professional PC tweaker, him himself. I'm not even joking when I say that. And now today I'll be sharing it with you guys, so if you watch throughout this video, I promise you your delay will be so minimal. It's actually crazy. But without further ado, if you can just leave a like, leave a subscribe, it will mean so much to me. But let's get straight into this video. Okay boys, for our first tweak, and I need you guys to follow along with me here, this is a super advanced tweak. So what you want to do is be on your desktop just like so, head over to the bottom, right click onto it, then go onto Task Manager. Now once you're in Task Manager, everyone knows Task Manager, go on to Performance right here, CPU. Most of you probably thinking I'm going to tell you to look at processors or something like that. What we're actually going to look for is your CPU right here, AMD Ryzen 7, for me 5800X3D, but the most important part, 8-core processor. So my CPU has 8 cores. Now for you guys watching this video, you may have more than 8 cores, you may have less than 8 cores. You just need to remember the amount of cores you have. Once you do this, minimize the Task Manager, head over to the search bar, search System Configuration, not System Information, System Configuration. Click onto this just like so, Startup Selection, go onto Normal Startup, go onto Boot just like so. We'll sort the timeout in literally just 2 seconds. Go on to Advanced Options right here, click onto Advanced Options, Number of Processors. Right here you need to tick the box firstly, because obviously you want your manual amount of processors, then head onto it and press 8, the amount of cores you have on your CPU. Now boys, this took me so long to find out. I literally spoke to professionals to find this. So remember, the number of processors needs to be the amount of cores you have on your CPU. Once you do this, press OK, literally just like so. You're gonna have to restart for this to take place. Now for the timeout, super important setting again boys, the lower the timeout, the better your PC will run. So the maximum you should go to, by the way, is 5 seconds. You shouldn't go more than 5 seconds. There's no point doing that. It's just overkill at that point. So you might be thinking, why don't I just go on 0 seconds? Well, that only depends on how good your PC is. So if your PC is a god PC, like a NASA PC, you have the best of the best CPU, the best of the best GPU, then you need to be on a low timeout. So for example, 0 or maybe 1 second. If you have an average PC like mine, you saw my CPU, 7800X3D, and I also have a 2070, I would pick between 2 or even 3 seconds, just that mid-range. For me, I'll personally pick 3. And by the way, if you're wondering, oh, it's such a big deal, boys, it's not a big deal if you get a couple seconds off. Do not worry about it. Now, for 5 seconds, obviously, if your PC isn't good, click on 4 seconds. If your PC is really bad or you have a laptop, literally click on 5 seconds. It's completely fine. It does not matter whatsoever. Don't be trying to put 0 seconds when you have a not so good PC, boys. Honestly, like I said, it doesn't matter too much. You just need to pick between 0 and 5. So for me, 3, just like so, press apply, press OK, and then this will come up. You may need to restart your computer before applying these changes. Quickly restart and then come back to this and we'll go on to our next tweak. Now for this second tweak, we're going to be making sure your Wi-Fi is super optimized, making sure you're getting the lowest ping possible. To do this, head over to the search bar right here, search Control Panel, click on Control Panel, Network and Internet, Network and Sharing Center. Once you click onto it, I'll make it full screen for you guys, Connections, and then this is your Wi-Fi right here. For example, here's mine. You left click onto it just like so, then this will pop up, the Wi-Fi status. Once you're here now boys, this is super important to do. I know this may look quite scary boys, it's completely fine, and if you have Ethernet you can do this as well. It's literally for everyone. Click onto Properties. Once we're on Properties, you may see one of mine is actually unticked. So for the one I have unticked, Microsoft Network Adapter Multiplexer Protocol provides a platform for network adapter load balancing and failover. Boys, this just causes unnecessary strain on your Wi-Fi. You do not need this. This is the only one you can untick. Of course, there's so many others you can untick. For example, you can even untick Internet Protocol version 6. I've personally tried this. I've had this unticked. Press apply, press OK. I loaded up Fortnite and my ping was actually worse. But for some people, they say their ping is a lot better with this one off. So you can also try that for yourself and let me know. But the one that's completely fine is this one. Once you have done that, Internet Protocol version 4, IPv4, highlight that one just like so, go on to Properties just like so. Now For you guys watching this video, I really do recommend all of you to use a personal DNS server. So to do this, use the following DNS server address, preferred DNS server, like the one I'm using, 1111. This is the Cloudflare DNS server, by the way. This is literally made for gaming. I was doing so much research about what is the best DNS server. I did Google's one, I did high security ones, I even did high network speed ones, but still the best one, pretty much the most common one as well, the Cloudflare 1111, and alternative DNS server 1001. Easily by far the best DNS server. And also if you do it manually or automatically, sorry, that in my opinion isn't too good. Manually is always better. Once you do this, press apply, press OK. Now boys, hold your horses before you go to the comments. I know your Wi-Fi is going to disconnect. Literally give it about 20 seconds, it will come back online. Once you have done this, you can close that as well. Go into wireless properties, connect automatically when this network is in range. Of course you want that one. Then these last two, you need to have these unticked. Once you have these unticked, press apply, press OK, all that stuff as per normal. But one more thing we need to do, sorry, again, go onto properties, go onto configure right here, what we're looking for, advanced, go onto wireless mode. Now I want you guys to try this. You might see I've got a personal value. Most of you are on auto right now, but I want all of you to watch this video to go onto the wireless mode of IEEE 802.11ac. Now this is a 5 gigahertz network connector, and you might see connections. For me, I'm on a 2.4 gigahertz. I can even prove to you guys, by the way, if you're like this isn't a 5 gigahertz, literally just like so. Go onto here, and now I'll search Wi-Fi, and you guys can do this as well. If you're playing 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz, it will say right here, network band, for me 5 gigahertz. This is what you guys need to know. If you're very far away from your Wi-Fi, you need to be playing 2.4 gigahertz. It is much slower, but it's a lot more secure. You can get to your Wi-Fi easily. There's no packet loss on that. Network band of 5 gigahertz is super fast. You're going to be on low ping, almost guaranteed. But if you're far away from your network, from your literal Wi-Fi box, for me it's literally in the other room, so super close. But if you're far away, you're going to have very bad packet loss. So you need to take that into consideration when doing this tweak. I'll close that again. So the value 802.11ac, I want you guys to do this. Now go onto Fortnite. You may experience packet loss. If you do, this is because you're far away from your router, you cannot handle it. If that is the case, literally go back onto auto. But if you can handle this 802.11ac, your ping will feel phenomenal. I'm not joking when I say sometimes I go below 3 ping. Most pros don't even get that, but because of this value right here, it makes my PC so good. Once you do this, press apply, press OK. Remember, your Wi-Fi will literally take ages to go back online, like 30 seconds. It's completely fine, don't worry about it. Then load up Fortnite. If it doesn't work, go back to auto. But for most of you, that will work. Now, one last tweak I want to do for you guys is to make sure your PC is fully debloated. To do this, look at your keyboard, press the Windows key and R at the same time. Once you do this, this will pop up. Then press TEMP, press enter, and then you have to run it as an administrator just like so, and highlight all of the items in here. For me, I have 182, and boys, leave in the comments how many items do you have in the recycling bin. Some people have literally like 10,000, 15,000. It's crazy. All this code running in the background of your PC. Don't worry, by the way, these aren't files you saved in your PC. Literally, they are lines of code, as you have seen. It's absolutely crazy to have this. Once you do this, go into recycling bin. Make sure you do it from recycling bin as well. 259 items, just like so. Delete, and your PC will feel that tiny bit smoother. Remember to restart your PC as well. Once you do this, boys, that is the end of this video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe, as it means so much.